What's going on, everybody? NC Duramax here tonight again. So 2 nights in a row I'm bringing you some content as well as another product unboxing and review. I'm really happy with these. If you're a Duramax guy, you need these. These are not like oh yeah, I think I should get them. These are a must. So we'll get to that here in a second. Some of you probably already know what I'm talking about. But I have to fix something that I said from last night's video. I was thanking a lot of the people that are helping me out with the truck build so far, and I got some information wrong that was corrected today. Yesterday when I was going around thanking the people that are helping me out, I actually called it out by the wrong company of who he works for. But I'm going to fix it tonight. Dustin, I told you I'd fix it. It was when I was talking about Dustin yesterday, how he's walking me through all these parts and stuff that I'm needing to get for this truck. He's giving me suggestions on the setups that I should run, what kind of power I can get out of this truck with certain setups, and what my end goal is to get the truck to the goal, my goal that I want to achieve. He's helping me get that way. He's giving me a lot of professional advice, and it's his company. He's actually the owner of Diesel Addiction over in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, he's about 6 or 7 hours from where I'm at. But every time we have Diesel Truck Wars, he comes out, never skips a beat. His trucks are awesome that he brings. He's got a work truck and a tow truck that is pretty spectacular, honestly. They've got a drag truck too, so they've got a few toys over there that they play with. But yeah, I told him I'd fix it today. I'm sorry about that, Dustin. Won't happen again. All right. So now that that's out of the way, let's get to this unboxing. Okay. So today I got a part from Tice that I ordered about 3 days ago. It got put on a slight delay because of the hurricane, but this one of many came in today. The other parts that are supposed to be coming in came in with a different carrier, and they are requiring me sign it because of the value of the parts that I purchased. It's requiring me to sign for it. So whenever I go pick it up, hopefully tomorrow evening, I'm going to go pick it up at location and get those here so we can do an unboxing on those as well and check that quality out on those parts, because Kurt's going to be sending me the top of the line quality stuff for this truck build that Dustin's helping me out build, not physically, but he's giving me the guidance on the parts to purchase. So yeah, let's get to this unboxing. And if you're a Duramax guy of any year model, unless you straight axle swap your front end, these are a must. And I've already got this brand on the truck, and it's the step down, right? And they've done spectacular. I've had them on both of my trucks, on the drag truck and this one. This truck, before it broke down, I was launching in 4 high at about 35 to 40 pounds of boost, and I wasn't spinning, so I had straight traction. And these components, when you have traction on your front end, they take a beating, okay? And the stock ones, if you have just normal stock parts of this component, they're going to break or bend. And it's called the Chevy toe. The Chevy toe you'll see a lot in stock Duramaxes get from doing the slightest tasks. And it's where your stock tie rods bend or break. And your tires go from this to this. Okay? I actually have a component on the truck right now that is the base protection against the stock tie rods from bending or snapping, but they're not the perfect ones. Now, they are Kryptonite. Okay, I ordered Kryptonite. I have stuck with them through 2 sets of sleeves. I have got ball joints from Kryptonite. The best thing about these products is Tice is a Kryptonite guy. Okay, you can do your entire front end Kryptonite from your pit arm. your hubs, tie rods, or outer tie rod, everything you want to rebuild on your front end for Kryptonite, A-arms, whatever you want. You can get it through Kurt Tice, and you can use the promo code KTA10. Okay, it's still up. It's up for about 2 to 3 more weeks. Okay, I will send a video out when that changes. But he's set up a promo code so that viewers of this channel can be able to use that and get a 10% discount. But it's Kryptonite. It's not only on Kryptonite. That's website wide. Okay, so go there, hit up Kurt. You can even message him on Facebook. His page will be in the description below. And his website will also be in the description below. Go to either one, hit him up, and he can get you whatever part you need within 3 to 4 days. You can have it in your hands, and he's from Pennsylvania. So, and that's shipping wherever. So without further ado, let's look at what I had and what I'm going to. Let's go. Alright, so we're looking right here at the tie rod for a 2006 4-wheel drive Duramax, okay? As you can see, I have the Kryptonite sleeve on it, okay? Trying to wipe that away right quick. You might be able to see it on there. I don't think, you might. Yeah, there you go. Those sleeves are about 40 bucks. Once again, if you use your promo code with Kurt Tice, you might be able to get them a little bit cheaper, buds. But yeah, so these are your base protection. There's several different brands out there that offer these sleeves. Don't go on the, if you're going to go with sleeves, that's perfect for a daily driver, for somebody towing a trailer, whatever the case might be. There's very minimal ways to mess up your alignment when you're doing them at your own home. Okay, it's essentially one large nut that you put over your outer tie rod or your inner tie rod, and you screw it down all the way into where your, at one point there was about a 1/2 inch nut right here that held the outer tie rod in its location, and that what gives you your alignment. But like I said, they're really fantastic. They beef up the entire, pretty much the entire tie rod itself. You still do have this very, it feels about 1 inch, maybe 1.25 inches of area where you can still have your breakage. Now, I very rarely have seen that happen, and a lot of people say sleeve it and forget it. You can do whatever you want on sleeves, but I have seen them break before. So that's one thing I always get a little bit nervous about. I've had a set of my factory ones break before, and I tell you, trying to get home, I was stuck out in the middle of the field. I'll give you that story in a little bit. But, yep, there's what we're looking at fixing from here all the way to there. Okay, so let me tell you about what happened, and we'll see why we're going the route that we're going next. Alright, so there was one day, I'll tell you what happened with my factory tie rods. This is what made me buy my first set of sleeves. My factory tie rods, I got the Chevy tow. They towed in real bad, and what it was is I was kind of being stupid. My wife even told me, hey, this is going to happen if you do this, and of course I didn't listen to her like most men don't. I didn't listen to her. We were out in the middle of literally nowhere. There was an 18-wheeler. He was slightly stuck into a ditch right on a culvert. I was in the silver truck. I told him, yeah, man, cool, I can pull anything I want. Yeah, I got him out. I did actually get the 18-wheeler out. He was fully loaded with a truck of gravel as well. But I did get him out, and then on that pull that eventually got him out, the tow happened. Okay, it bent him straight in. I literally drove to an AutoZone that was about 15 miles down the road. This side completely broke. It was on the silver truck, but the passenger side completely broke. And the driver's side, I was able to bend back out. It didn't snap, it just bent. But in the process, it bent my sway bar linkages as well. So don't just think if you bend your tie rods, cool, pull them out, replace them. You might get lucky like that, but a lot of times they will hit your sway bar linkage. They will hit something else in that area of where they bend, and they will not do minimal damage. in theory, you want them just to snap. Bending is where the worst damage comes because it bends and it pushes stuff out of the way. If it snaps, it breaks, and you just can't turn. That's the problem with these. You can't turn. And when I bent the one back as straight as I could, I literally had to tie a strap around the front of the where the tie arm bolts to the center arm, and I drove it along the side of the ditch. I drove it alongside the ditch just so that downward would have the tire stay straight. I drove about 4 or 5 miles an hour, and I thought I was getting crazy when I was doing about 7 or 8. But that drive was so long with my wife the entire time, just saying, I told you so. I told you so. Because she was right. So I messed it up. Well, not even like, I think it was like 24 hours later. I had already purchased these sleeves. You can get them anything from Amazon. There's hundreds of people that sell these sleeves. They're relatively cheap. And they are a very good base protection for you bending or breaking your tie rods on a Duramax. They're very simple to install. Your alignment's very, if it does get adjusted, it's be very slightly, unless you just threw them on there and are going to go get an alignment anyways. But we have now, I bought from Kurt. He sent me up, he hooked me up with this guy right here, and it's actually a little bit bigger box than I thought it was going to be. A Kryptonite set of actual tie rods. So they're full-size tie rods. Kryptonite makes them, and I haven't actually even opened this box yet. I've seen a lot of people post pictures about what it looks like in here, but I've not seen anybody do an actual unboxing, nor have I actually looked one up. So that's why I'm doing my own now. So stick around. Let me get the camera situated, i.e. my phone, because I don't have my cameras yet. But let me get the phone situated, and we'll do an unboxing on Kryptonite's tie rods. I've wanted a set for an extremely long time. When I first got the sleeves, I was actually in the process of looking at these actual tie rods. I just couldn't bring myself to paying for them because I wasn't doing any towing really. I wasn't even drag racing. But now that I'm getting more serious into the game, I gotta get the best of stuff. Oh, dude, this is awesome, actually. It's just like the pictures, honestly. I got a sticker. Some more stickers for the Toolie box. I got the component price. I paid, I don't know. It doesn't say. That's just what I got right there. Had a bug, guys. The Kryptonite Death Grip tie rods for 2001 to 2010 Duramaxes. I got a magazine. One day, my truck will be here. One day. Probably not. Definitely not that ugly one. But hey, a boy can dream, right? I'm actually looking at that one. Aren't those new Chevys just beautiful? And here is them telling us what it is. Gives you some installation instructions. Tells you what you're required. That's pretty nice when even the instructions tell you what you're required to use. I love it when they say large hammer. Come on now, you can't. That's a redneck tool, just like pliers, or these things seem pretty serious. And they are, man. Dude, they are. Oh God. They're really in there, bud. That must be where they get the death grip from, wow. We're going to do an actual weight. Whenever I take the factory ones off with the sleeves, we'll even leave the sleeves on it, and we'll weigh the difference, we could tell already, because remember we had that one area where it's about a 1/2 inch bolt. This is already much beefier than the factory one. It almost feels like it's twice as big, honestly, is what it feels like. Leave your comments to yourself. Yeah, this thing is, oh man, it's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super pumped. Thank you, Kurt, for the hookup with the Kryptonite parts. These things are gonna be able to let me launch probably about 40. I'm gonna go 40-pound boost launch on this guy. We're gonna do a test and review. It comes with all this stuff. Fittings are already in there. These things are literally ready to screw in and go once your alignment gets done. Highly suggest getting an alignment done after this if you feel like you might have mismeasured. Like they say, measure twice, cut once. I'm not going to read all that. But yeah, here we go, man. And we might start giving these stickers away. How about the, I know a lot of people are like, yo, 5 horsepower, bro, get stickers. I got enough stickers to start up like drag racing and beating people, actually. Heck yeah, buddy. So we're going to start collecting these things. I might put one on the toolbox, and then one might be going to a lucky viewer. So there you have it. If you have any questions about this, the part number will be in the description below. For my 2006. So these tie rods will work from an 01 to a 2010 year model Duramax 2500 HD. And I will get you the part number in the description below. Kurt Tice's information in the item description below. And there you go. There you have it. The unboxing of the Kryptonite tie rods for your Duramax. These things are, dude, these things are going to change the game. There we go. Alright, there you have it. That is the unboxing for the Kryptonite tie rods for your 2001 through 2010 Chevy Duramax. It is a must for you drag racers and you heavy excessive towers, truck pullers. If you're wanting to not get the Chevy tow, get the Chevy Kryptonite tie rods. Okay. Going to thank Kurt Tice. I really appreciate you, man, getting me all these parts in a very reasonable time. I understand the hurricane happens, so I know these parts are coming. As soon as the rest of these parts get here, we're going to have another massive unboxing video because it's quite a few things coming. Also going to thank you, Dustin, over there at Diesel Addiction over in Wilmington, North Carolina. Appreciate all your insight you're giving me on how to build this truck properly, as well as William over at Turn 2 Projects. Been talking to him actually quite often today. I told you guys last night we're going to do a collab later on, and we are going to come up with a design for the page, for the channel. I'm going to probably do a giveaway on a second one. I was talking to him today and I said, hey, these are some pictures of the truck. This is what I'm kind of envisioning. And he was like, hey man, how about this? And he was already giving me ideas, giving me details that he was wanting to incorporate into this logo for the YouTube channel within 30 seconds of me telling him kind of what I envisioned. It was awesome. So working with him is going to be phenomenal. Second time again, I worked with him in the Navy. One of my brothers, he's over in Tennessee, so here eventually I'm going to take a road trip over there. I'm going to see him. We're going to fully design the logo. The video is going to be posting about it. We're going to fully design the logo, CNC machine it, and he's going to essentially build this thing for me, and I'm going to try and squeeze another one out of him. He doesn't know about this so far. I'm going to try and squeeze another one out of him so we can do a giveaway on another one, and it'd be one of 2 NC Duramax logos that you will receive for free. So once again, like, subscribe, and share the channel. Follow me on Instagram at NC Duramax. Y'all have a wonderful day and keep trucking.